Revolution of Skirts. A Confession by Leonardo da Vinci. The Woman I Became After Death by Lilia Waldero. I always believed perfection was a design flaw. Maybe that's why God made me human twice. Once as a man, and again, for his own amusement, as a woman. Yes, I'm that Leonardo, the one with the notebooks and the angels and the impossible machines. Except now I wake up in a body that curves instead of calculates, that blushes instead of reasons. I became Leonardo, the Renaissance reimagined in heels, mascara, and mild insanity. Heaven didn't know what to do with me. They put me next to the saints for a few centuries, but I kept sketching their bones and asking uncomfortable questions. Then one day I met 7 women who were even more dangerous than my ideas. Eva, Cleopatra, Frida, Joan, Evita, Mary Magdalene, and Callas, the most divine troublemakers in all of eternity. We were bored, brilliant, and overdressed for salvation. So we escaped. We built a portal out of art, sin, and stolen harp strings, and we fell, laughing, straight into Buenos Aires, 2025. The world had changed, but not that much. Men still believed they were God, and God was still suspiciously male. We opened a cafe, revolution of skirts, a haven for chaos, caffeine, and women who refused to apologize for being alive. Cleopatra ran the bar, Frida painted the walls with fever, and I watched, I sketched, I philosophized. And then I saw him, Joseph, the universe's favorite mistake, a man built like temptation and armed with a medical degree. He's a doctor, a psychologist, if you can believe it. Arrogant, brilliant, devastating. He studies minds the way I used to study anatomy, with precision, cruelty, and desire. He's the kind of man who can diagnose your trauma while causing new ones. And I loved him instantly. Don't look at me like that. I've known angels, emperors, geniuses, but Joseph was different. He wasn't divine. He was ruin, my ruin. We've been meeting for centuries, in Florence, in Paris, in Tokyo, in lives I can barely remember. Every time I find him, every time he forgets me, and every time we fall into the same impossible equation. Passion minus mercy equals catastrophe. In this life, he walks into revolution of skirts, pretending he's here for coffee. I'm writing a paper on gendered delusions, he says, smiling, that godless smile. I reply, darling, you're standing inside one. He laughs, I want to slap him, I want to kiss him, I do both. Our love is the kind of experiment that burns the lab. He dissects feelings, I paint them. He hides behind intellect, I weaponize it. We argue like philosophers and make love like thieves. He tells me I'm impossible, and I tell him he's a coward. He says he can fix me. I say I'm art, not architecture. And still, we can't let go. We chase each other through lifetimes like two halves of a mistake God refuses to erase. He dies young, I die angry. We meet again. Different faces, same hunger I invent. He diagnoses, I rebel. He retreats, I call it destiny. He calls it neurosis. But even in eternity, I wait for him. Meanwhile, my celestial sisters and I run our little empire. Revolution of skirts becomes a myth. Part bar, part art gallery, part therapy session without a therapist. We serve espresso and existential advice. We talk about sex, politics, reincarnation, and orgasms. We are beautiful, brilliant, and utterly unmanageable. Frida flirts with angels. Evita runs for mayor. Joan joins a motorcycle gang. Cleopatra gets a reality show. I keep falling in love with the wrong men. And once, spectacularly, with a woman who looked at me like I was her last cigarette. I am genius, chaos and perfume. I am divine comedy in red lipstick. Sometimes I forget I was ever Leonardo. Then I look at Joseph in every century, every body, every name, and remember that I'm cursed with memory. Because here's the truth. Intelligence doesn't save you from heartbreak. It only lets you describe it more accurately. People ask me if I believe in God. I don't, but I believe in repetition. Every time Joseph and I find each other, the world collapses a little. Clock stop, art cracks, heaven trembles. We are both addicted to the disaster we create. Maybe love isn't meant to be eternal. Maybe it's meant to be evolutionary. He calls me madness, I call him muse. He says I ruin his life, I say he inspires.